A mom and dad murdered. Former NFL player Antonio Armstrong and his wife were shot to death in 2016. Just hours later, their 16-year-old son was charged with their gruesome murders. Now, new details are emerging in a case full of shocking twists and terrifying turns. They looked like the picture-perfect family, but when former NFL player Antonio Armstrong and his wife Dawn were found shot in their bed, investigators say all evidence pointed to their teenage son, Antonio Jr., as the killer. According to reports, Antonio Jr., known as AJ, made a chilling 911 call from his bedroom closet claiming he heard gunshots. When police arrived, they found his mother dead and his father clinging to life. Both had been shot in the head, and pillows had been placed over their faces. Antonio Sr. died at the hospital. Their murder weapon, along with an ominous note, had been left in the kitchen. AJ claimed he saw a masked man inside the home, but according to officials, the family's alarm system records show no strangers entered the house. During a search of the teen's bedroom, investigators discovered a blanket with bullet holes, gasoline, and matches.
I believe the evidence showed that this was planned, much more planned to cover it up.
The teen was taken into custody and charged with capital murder. AJ is currently standing trial as an adult. If convicted, he could be sentenced to life with the possibility of parole in 40 years. And joining us now is CrimeOnline.com's Nancy Grace. Nancy, what do we know about accused killer Antonio Armstrong Jr.'s possible motive for murdering his parents?
Well, Jesse, let's think this thing through. This kid, if I can call him that, had a silver spoon in his mouth, but just recently his parents had put him on lockdown. They were taking away privileges because of his bad attitude, and he didn't like it.
All right, what do you make then of the defense's recent claims that the accused killer's older brother, Josh, who was never a suspect, could be responsible for the murders?
I don't believe it's true, Jesse. This is how I know no one came from the outside into that home. The alarm system was put on stay in case there was movement in the home, like a cat or a dog in the middle of the night. Everybody goes to sleep. Then the alarm picks up movement on the third floor. Then there's movement on the second floor of the home. There was no movement there for 25 more minutes, long enough for the murders to go down. Then there's movement on the first floor where there's the kitchen, where coincidentally you find a gun on the kitchen counter, basically, "Hi, look at me," and a note that says, "We've been watching you." There's no evidence anyone came into that home from the outside.
All right, well, as always, Nancy, thank you so much for being with us and for shedding some light on this disturbing case.